Hey guys, so Sid Water with Top Dog Roofing again here. I got called out to this roof behind me because they're having some few roof leaks. So I want to show you guys how I'm able to determine what's the roof leak and show you what I find. So let's get up there. All right, so let me just get the ladder real quick. And I usually like to put it on a safe spot, you know, all the time. This one got a fence and everything. I don't see no valleys. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in this corner of the roof. That's gonna help me grab the hip and ridge. So let's go. So since this roof didn't have no valleys or anything, I decided to put it in a corner of a roof like you guys can see here. So that way when I climb, I can grab myself on the hip and ridge, you know. And I do have a sponge here. I use it just to be on the safe side. Let's see. All right. So one thing I always do, I like to take pictures of the whole roof with my phone, which you already know I got Job Nimbus. All right, so I'm gonna take pictures of this area, this other area, and this boot right here. So first things I do to see where the leak is coming from, I usually get inside the house, which from what they were told me already, is gonna be looks like it's gonna be like a restroom leak. So let's check. Usually if you want to know what's the restroom, you gotta find some pipes, like I'll show you this one right here. So that's gonna be one of those, either a kitchen vent or a restroom vent, because every place that has a plumbing, anything like a restaurant has plumbing, kitchen has plumbing, so they're always gonna have an exhaust like this, usually just to relieve some pressure and some of the smell, you know. But water, you guys can see everything here. Everything looks resealed correctly. All this seems to be really nice. The only thing I do not recommend people, we don't do this, is add silicone here. The reason is, and I'm gonna show you guys right now, if you guys can start seeing, it's starting to crack. See that? So whenever it starts raining, the water comes in here, it's gonna go through those cracks. And you see here, still not having crack yet. So what it's gonna do is gonna trap the water in, and it's gonna start going this way and like that. So could this be a possible roof leak? Yes, I'm pretty honest. There's a high chance it could be this one, but they told me it's a restaurant vent, and this one more likely to be a kitchen. So this one may not be leaking, but it will leak in the future. So let's keep going. Another way to find more leaks is to inspect wall flashes and everything. So that's what I'm gonna do over there. All right, so I'm here. I'm on a wall flashing, right? Usually, they can tell you guys. They told me it's a restaurant leak, but I'm gonna just show you guys everything that I usually tend to find. But here, you see those nails they added. I don't think it would cause a leak, but you guys can see it's resealed already, so it looks like it should not be leaking. The only thing is, I don't know why they added this. Look, okay, this is my thing here. Let's just say we were doing this roof. I don't understand why they added more potential leaks, because this could be a leak right here. Like right here, future leak, could it cause it? Yes. Okay, so whenever you're doing installing the hip and ridge, so you have to install this one first. Like let's say you finish the roof, you cut the hole for the ridge vent, because you guys can see this one does have ridge vents. So whenever you when you install finishing the roof, you start with this first, with a ridge. You'll hide it, nail it behind it. Just think about it, nailing behind it. You still put this next one, nail it right here, and put another one and nail it. It should be underneath here. So it's already all closed off, and then you come back and install the ridge vent on top of the other one, and then you extend it out a bit, which they did here, and that way the water doesn't go, you know, it hits it and goes on top of this other one, and in case water were to go behind, it will go on behind the other ridge that's around here. So I do not understand why they did that. I mean, right now, whenever all this water comes from this main roof, lands here, and look at this, it could potentially start going behind here, and well, not here, but mostly here. So I don't understand why they did that, but yeah. And what I can see is also the wall flashing. They seem to have done it. It's a full sheet. It's not a step flashing. I always recommend step flashing instead of a wall strong line. More if it's more than 10 feet, I always recommend step flashing, because when it's like this, water, the way water works, it could potentially, like, by midway, it could travel to the sides, and that's where the water could be going through those nails. But so far, there's no leaks here. I'm just saying, to prevent future leaks, that's what I would do. So let's go to this one. If I can climb up there. All right, let's see. I would not recommend you guys doing this if you don't do it that often. All right. So, okay. So here we are. So see how they finished this one? The start that came up, went underneath. That's what they should have done. I don't understand why they did that down there, but let's see. Okay, so yes, you guys can see this one. Let me see. Okay. All right, so this one, you can see how this one compared to the bottom one, it's a little bit different. You see the silicone is already out. Look. So I can probably feel like it's gonna be a water leak here. But yeah, you see this one's still not cracking yet, but whenever it starts cracking, water, instead of making any help, it's actually gonna start creating a blockage for the water, and it's gonna start going behind those nails. It's not really recommended to do that, you know, but the bottom ones, sure. Here, a lot of us are, I guess, because we don't do it that often, but whenever I used to do roofing ourselves, they always told us to put nails on the bottom, which over time can cause a leak on the sides, like right here. Like I mentioned, you guys, if we're gonna put a nail, we either put it right around here so it doesn't catch none of the water. But yeah, that's one of those things. But yeah, this could be a potential leak right here. So all we need to do is just reseal the sides, and we're good to go. But yeah, look how many pipes we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 with this one. They have a lot of pipes here, and I can tell you this: most of all of them have the pipes they're sealed or broken. So it's going to be something to do with that. So yeah, and another thing is always inspect the square vents right there. When people do like major builds like this, when people do builds like this, you see how they look? They all look identical. What they do here is it's always one builder. They're not custom home. There's just one builder, one design, and that's it. So what they do here, they try to use the cheapest thing they can find. You know, that vent might cost $10, or you could use a metal one that costs $30 or $25. You see a difference? I mean, a $20 difference on all of this. I mean, it could over time, you know, get them to over thousands of dollars, you know. So they rather do that and install those cheap ones. So that could possibly be a leak right there too. So let's go and check them out. Forgot to take pictures, guys. Always take your pictures, because I just was talking to the camera so much that I forgot. The reason why, so I'm gonna show you guys areas like this, like with slopes like this. Usually those areas don't tend to leak that often, because it's just a flat area. So usually wherever you're gonna find leaks, whenever if you are inspecting your roof or your own house, it's rare that you're gonna find a roof leak like here. Even if they put some nails on the seams, like when the seams meet, to find a leak, I mean, to leak, it's going to be a very long time, unless there's like trees around or anything. Then it's gonna be able the trash all gonna build up, the dirt's gonna build up, it's gonna be blocking the water. So yeah, it's gonna go through the nails. That's the only way you're gonna, some nail hair is gonna leak. But I've seen some roof that we tore off before where they have nails on the seam and nothing happens, you know, because they got the underlayment and whatever, right? And they have on top of that shingle, there's another shingle behind it. So the possibility of that leaking is going to be pretty rare. Same with the Richmond. I haven't had any clients call me or any roof that I have gone seen where the Richmond leaks, you know. The only reason this will leak if somebody like sits on here, even though I'm sitting on it, but I got my 2 feet a little bit raised up, so I'm not like putting my full pressure here. So unless this one sinks in, then yeah, it's gonna leak. But let's keep going. I actually should have brought my cougar paws here, because this whole thing is bad. Not as bad at walkable, but more of a has a lot of algae growth, and it kind of makes it slippery even for this thing. So let's take it a little bit on the safe side, guys. So don't try to be a hero. Alright guys, so you see how this one is? It's right on the edge, so there could be a possibility of water catching here and going behind it. Yeah, see how this one they only put one nail? That's how we intend to do it. But yeah, so this one's all resealed, so that one should be good. So let's see if we can grab the ladder and get on top of that. Alright guys, so I finished inspecting the roof. That's how I'm able to determine those roof leaks. Couldn't show you anymore because my GoPro actually died, and I'm charging one on my truck, but it just has a little bit. But yeah, that's how I inspect those roofs. That's what we're able to determine. So I determined that it's gonna be that pipe I show you guys that you guys saw. That's where it's leaking, and she having all the little areas that possibly could be leaking as well, or the pipes are all like kind of brittle and it's kind of starting to crack already. So we don't see, we can give her a quote to replace those. If I end up getting it, I'll show you guys the update on this and show you guys what we ended up replacing. But so far I'm just gonna write the quote and send it in for them. So all right, that's about it for today. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let me know if you guys like this one. If y'all didn't, let me know as well. Other than that, I'll see you on the next video.